This camp is for middle schoolers to learn the basics of game design through a program called Kodu. In Kodu, they can go place objects around and give them simple instructions and interactions and make games that can be won, and they just explore a lot of aspects of game design in a fairly easy to use program.
I think if you like to play lots of video games and like to design stuff and draw, I think this would be the perfect place for you to go.
I'll be able to program in Kodu Game Lab, and I'll learn how video games are made and how much of a struggle it is to make a video game.
I think the most important things that the kids are going to get out of this week, I guess starting something and kind of committing to it and finishing it up. Learning that really making a game is a lot of work, but it can also be really rewarding and really fun.
This week, our camp is about getting a group of middle schoolers together, middle school, early high school, and they're broken up into groups depending on what genre of film they like. We get together with the assistants and we go out and make a 3 to 7 minute movie.
We made a film about this guy who gets a coin and breaks the fourth wall in filming, and he gives it to a blind guy who can't see the cameras that are looking at him.
Action. What is this? Some type of coin? Hope it's not cursed or anything.
It's sci-fi related, and I mean, it's kind of sci-fi, but it kind of changes all throughout. And it's about like this guy, and he like travels to a different dimension somehow, and then he finds out like who his sister was, because he didn't know he had a sister. And then there's like a monster and just so many weird things.
It's just a dream. Oh my God.
Actually, we've gotten a little bit of everything. We've had some kids come in that we'll show them the camera, they know everything about it, they know everything about writing the story, making it. Some kids are totally new to everything and learn as they go along this week.
Well, it's not all about editing, and it's just about like trying to get the good shots, and you can't always like have to like edit everything out that's not good.
It's a really fun way to interact and learn how to use filming equipment at the same time.
I think that one of the skills that they're definitely going to leave with is teamwork. I know that a lot of kids come in, they said, oh, I've made movies alone, but this time they're actually working with a bunch of groups. I think they get the skill work of a camera, how to set up, so with lighting, with how to set up audio, how to control a boom mic, white balancing, things like that. And also, they're leaving with a great movie.
So our class is for middle schoolers, so we've got anywhere from ages 9 to 13-ish. And our goal is to teach middle school kids about game design. And so they've all been playing games probably for a long time, but we want to get them interested and excited about making games because it's super, super fun. And so we use Minecraft because that's a very versatile tool, and it's something that everyone's played.
So what we're doing is basically building stuff. One of the things was a theme park, like a park, and we had to do a theme. We went with future.
It's a lot of fun, like literally everything about it is fun. Even class time is fun. It's just, you constantly hear people laughing, having fun, not to mention it's a learning experience, and it actually puts the word fun into like school time. It's like 1 week, it's like the funnest 1 week summer camp ever.
I think it's really fun. It's a chance for you to learn to do new things in Minecraft while also getting more experience in things that and it's a good way to find out if game design is something that you really like.
We just show them how to program pretty much using Minecraft. So it's a pretty easy way to get them introduced into it, and it's a game that every kid loves. So it gets their interest real easy.
We're learning how to make weapons, blocks, and food items, stuff like that, and we're having a lot of fun with it.
I think the main thing that we want them to get out of this class is that programming isn't hard, and it's The main reason we use Minecraft in a modding way to introduce like game design and stuff with this is that it's easier to start modding a game than to create an entirely new game for middle schoolers. So this way they can edit a block real quick, see it in the game, and then be like, well, I want to change this. And then they see how programming affects the game, and they don't have to, get it all up and running. They can just put one thing in and then get it working. So, and that's mainly what we want them to get out of it, is that programming games can be fun. It's not grueling, but it is a lot of work, but the payoff is really good.
Well, before I came, I really didn't know much about programming, and this week I've learned all sorts of different coding languages, and I've learned all sorts of different ways that like one little letter can mess up an entire project, and how you gotta be really careful and precise about everything you do.
When I grow up, I really want to be a programmer, like a lot. It's something really fun and something I enjoy to do.
We attract a lot of different types of students, so I say for the students that are really interested in technology, we definitely try to target those. They can come here and they already have a leg up from their peers, but they get to just feed that initial drive. So they're learning more about game design, they're already making games, they have something to help them get into high school and show that they've got more skills. Just a good starting point for those students. But also the students that want kind of, not necessarily college experience for middle schoolers, they're not that age yet, but for the students that want a little bit more independence, they want to go out on their own, hang out in the dorms, have a roommate, just get a little taste of that autonomy and independence. It's really good for those students because they can kind of open up, they can make some friends here, learn that they have those life skills already to go off on their own, to not need an instructor at all times, to really kind of start growing up a little bit. So it's a speed boost for growing up, and that's been working out well for those students.
They get to experience part of campus. So they've been to the outdoor pool, they've been to a couple of the IM buildings and played some dodgeball, and they get to see where the big kids hang out, and, where the big kids live and where they have fun. So that's a really cool thing for them is, as college students, these middle school and the high school kids look up to the college students. So it's really exciting for them to be able to do this kind of stuff.